Hi, boys and girls. So for the next couple math pages, we're going to combine them because they all have to do with fractions. So this is just the very beginning of lesson 27. I'm not going to quiz you at the end of lesson 27. I'm going to quiz you at the end of lesson 28 because they're kind of leading into each other. Okay, so for this particular page, it says to draw a shape. But the shape that I want you to draw is right here, a nice hexagon. Right there. So if you can please draw a hexagon on this sheet of paper, please draw it with a pen or a marker. Okay, then after that, after you draw your hexagon on this page right here, page 178, we are going to play with it a little bit. Okay, so this is my hexagon. It's asking me to create different shapes out of my hexagon. So the example that I'm giving you is this one. There's many other shapes that you can find in here. But this one, the middle is a rectangle, and the two shapes on the sides are triangles. Okay, and I did that just like that. And that's going to be the example that you can put for this page right here. Now use a pencil to make your dashes. Now on page 179, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to draw another hexagon, but this time you are going to find shapes. Okay? Try to find 3 different shapes inside of your hexagon. Okay, that's going to be your exercise for this page, for page 179. So you're going to do exactly what I did here, but you're going to find different shapes and draw it on this page, 179. Yeah, so we pretty much did 178 together, finding different shapes. Now, the whole point of this exercise, boys and girls, is to start looking for shapes inside of shapes. Yeah, like for example, let's look at the rectangle. What shapes can you see inside of a rectangle? Maybe you see 2 squares. If I cut it right in half, I would have 1 square and another square. What about our rhombus? What shapes do you see inside of a rhombus? Yeah, if I cut it in half, do you see two triangles on each side? Yeah. What about a trapezoid? What shapes can you see in our trapezoid? If I go from this corner and I go straight down, that could be a triangle. And I go from this corner straight down, that could be a triangle. And the middle of it would be a rectangle. Do you see it? What about the square? What can I do to the square? If I cut it diagonally right across this way, we would have 2 triangles. Yeah, do you see it, boys and girls? So a cool way of playing around with it, just to make sure that you do understand, is actually draw the shapes yourselves. Okay, so for example, let's draw the rhombus. Okay, so I have mine right here. If I go right through the middle, I put my dashes. Do you see my 2 triangles? If I go again, cut it in half again, do you see my 4 triangles? Yeah? What about our square? If I drew a square. If I cut it diagonally, cut it in half, do you see the 2 triangles? What if I cut it again? Do you see the 4 triangles now? Yeah? To see, that's the whole purpose, to see the shapes inside of the shapes. Have fun.